growing up, my friend would always play Niall laughing for some unknown reason, and then I start laughing. Like, I laughed 2 minutes straight when we were just talking about him.
Yeah, Harry Styles means a lot to me. I think what I love most about Harry is that he would go out of his way to help someone.
Louis, I love Louis so much. I don't know what I'd do without him in the world.
My favorite in One Direction would be Liam. It wasn't always that way. I used to be a Niall girl, but after my concert that I went to, that changed. I don't know why, I don't know how, but it did. And I mean, obviously we all love all the boys, but I don't know, when after that concert I kind of clicked, you know, and just seeing him, you know, makes me happy.
Alright, so, I don't know how anyone can just say it right over camera, because, I mean, like, you can't exactly explain what you love about One Direction. They've done so much for me in my life, and they've made me, like, a better person. They've made me feel happier about myself. I'm like a really insecure person. There's so many insecure girls and boys in the world, and I feel like One Direction has done a lot to make me feel better about myself.
It kind of gets to me when people be like, oh, you only like One Direction because of their looks. It was like, yeah, I buy their album because because I listen to their face. No, that is not why I like One Direction. Okay, admit their looks. It's just a bonus, honestly.
I could be going through the worst day, and all I have to do is walk into my room, see my posters, listen to their music, and I'm happy. I've never been this happy ever.
And they helped, like, whenever I have a bad day, they help me cheer up, and when things go wrong, I can just go in my room, look at my posters, and dance along to their music.
To me, One Direction is my life. They're perfect, they got the one thing, and they're my superhumans.
What One Direction means to me is hope. Hope. It means love. It means support.
They've helped me gain self-confidence, meet new people, and overall just be a happier version of me.
And I mean, some people probably think it's so ridiculous to, you know, think that just a few boys can make someone a different person or make someone feel better about themselves. Because some people just think, oh, they're just a boy band. Oh, they're not gonna, you know, be someone for you. Like, why are they so important to you? You're never gonna know them, they're never gonna know who you are.
They've created this environment full of sisters and a few brothers that are just amazing. You know, it's crazy to think of all of these people who love this band and who love each other, and it's pretty crazy.
That's not the way I see it. Like, maybe I'll never meet them, maybe they don't know I exist, but they exist, and they make music that makes me happy, and they support so many people, and they help so many people. They do charities.
Whenever I'm upset or anything, I'll listen to them and I'll feel a little bit better than I did before. But like, I don't know. They always put a smile on my face, even if they're goofy and weird. It's just them.
I love them all. I can't express the love that I have for them in just a short video, or in words, because they mean so much to me.
They're just so pure and whole and kind, and they all have their own problems too. They're all people, and I don't think people understand that they're all people too. Yet they do everything they can in this world to make all of their fans happy, like me and everyone else. And I think it's so amazing that they're able to do stuff like this.
Everyone, all of us, have dreamed of meeting them and saying something inspirational and thanking them for what they've done, but not everyone gets the chance.
I love them, and they've helped me through so much. I'm sorry, I just don't have words to describe, to express how much I love them. It's amazing.
No matter, they could be in a totally different country, and I could be having a terrible day, and they'd be there for me without even knowing it.
When I'm like stressed out from like a day at school, I can just turn on One Direction and just jam out to it.
They mean everything to me. They are my heroes. They save me from things. They give me help and stop me from doing bad things.
You literally saved my life. When there's hard times, I listen to your music, guys, and it really helps me. And I don't really know what to say because there's so much thing that I want to say.
They have really changed my life.
But yeah, the first time that I heard them, it was just, I wouldn't have changed it for the world. And I was actually quite surprised because I had been quite irritated with people talking about them. But then when I heard them, I hated them up until I heard about them. Or until I heard them. When people would talk about them, I'm like, will you just stop? I don't want to talk, I don't want to talk about these guys, and Baytime Raj is the best, blah, 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 blah. But then I heard What Makes You Beautiful, and that was all she wrote. That was it for me.
Just a calm way to just chill and not think about the world, just listen to their music and you can just feel happy, or if you want to feel sad, you can just listen to Moments, or If I Could Fly, or even History, because there's a lot of history in that. There. Wow, I'm getting emotional.
I thought one is just normal boys, normal band, sings and dance, but no. Yeah, they're all great singers, but not good dancers and not so normal. They're funny and sometimes crazy and weird.
Their music, their videos, video diaries specifically, have helped me see that there actually is good in the world.
It's impossible.
One Direction is everything to me. I don't know what I would do if they actually did become a group.
Without even really realizing that they do it, they save lives.
And I hate that there are people who make them feel like they're not doing good enough. And I hate that people make them feel caged in and trapped and like they can't live their lives. because they help us live our lives, and we should let them live their lives.
Yeah, that's how much I love my boys. I turned my back on Big Time. Well, I was basically done with Big Time Rush anyway, but I still listen to them and stuff, but it's not the same. There's just something about these boys. There's just something about them that you can't really describe. You know, you can't. There's no words, really. The feeling that I have towards them.
I may have only been 10 when they were put together, but that 10-year-old me saw something in them, and I was not ready to give them up for anything.
I can listen to them anytime, you know, like I blast them when I'm cleaning. I blast them when I'm in the shower. I can listen to them when I'm happy, and they make me super great. I can listen to them when I'm sad, when pretty much nothing else is helping, and they always make me smile, you know?
I think they know how much they mean to us, but they can't fully comprehend it. You know, the boys, I don't think they'll ever be able to comprehend that, because just the fact that some of us wouldn't be alive today without these boys, I mean, it's literally life-changing.
They've inspired me to be myself and be proud of who I am. They have inspired me to try new things. They inspire me to not be afraid of what others think, because I'm beautiful the way I am.
Through One Direction, I found some of my best friends. They're still my best friends to this day.
They bring such a light into your life. Like, you let them in, and then there's just such a light in your life. And then, they're like angels. Like,
With school, with kids, but I always get through it by listening to the boys, or just check on the tutors or anything. Just that is One Direction. I am really happy.
I guess don't be too quick to judge, because these boys changed my life, and I was skeptical about hearing them, but they weren't as bad as I thought they were.
They bring us together, you know, like I would not have met some of my friends now that I have if I didn't know about One Direction.
they would have been amazing on their own, but together, it's like they were sent to be the people to save me and so many other people.
I don't ever say this, but I'm in love with One Direction. They are amazing.
But I know that One Direction isn't against anybody. And it's actually pretty cool.
They've saved many lives, even if they didn't know it. Even if they don't know it, they saved a lot of lives.
They fill my heart with joy, and I mean, there's no way to really describe it.
I can just wake up and just play your songs.
They just have meant so much because it inspired me just to actually believe that anything is possible.
I'm so happy to be in this fandom. I'm so happy to have fallen in love with 4 or 5 beautiful, handsome, sexy, caring men, and I just can't imagine my life without them. My life wouldn't be non-existent without them. They are my life.
Pretty good. One Direction has done a lot for me. Whenever I'm sad, as cheesy as it sounds, whenever I'm sad or down, I just listen to them or watch like the video diaries or anything like that, and it just makes me happier.
I love them a lot. And even though they don't know me,
and they still love me. They love me and they don't even know me. If you're a true Directioner, you understand that.
I really think that One Direction was sent to save us.
They've changed my life for the better, and they continue to do so. One Direction may not be a band forever. They're not gonna, stay together for the rest of their lives. They're not gonna make music for the rest of their lives, but being a Directioner, that's something that I will carry on for the rest of my life. Until the day I die, and even after, I will forever be a Directioner.
I'm just like One Direction. A+.
It's like no one has ever made me happier.
The world, everything. They are my everything.
Even though I don't know the boys personally, I do know that they love and care for me and that all of their fans, no matter what.
With the 5 of them and the millions of us, we can conquer anything. And I think the other fandoms have found that out. I don't know how they feel, but
I don't even know what to say about them anymore. They're just so amazing. They save everyone's lives. I know they saved mine.
The whole band means everything. Josh, Sandy, Lou, Lux, all of them.
Without One Direction, it's like, what's the point of listening to music?
And that's why I love One Direction. That's why I love them. They've done so much for me. Like, I can't even explain it all. I can't even say it all in words. It's running through my head like exactly what I want to say, but I can't say it. I don't know how to form words for it. That's how important they are to me. That's how much they mean to me, and that's what they've done for me.
See videos of like people are making that the boys are gonna stop making music, go solo career, and I just think to myself, they're still gonna be a band. They're not gonna break up. I promise myself that. I just hope they don't, because they mean the world to me.
They helped me. For my cancer, I got cancer when I was 12 years old until I was 13, and on that time, they helped me so much.
I've been going through a really hard time, and finding them really changed my life.
If it wasn't for them, I'd probably be depressed all the time, sitting in a corner crying. But no, they help me smile. They help me see the better sides of life. They help me want to go do things, want me to go live my dreams.
Back in late 2013, like right before Halloween, I hit rock bottom. Like, I didn't know I had depression or anything, and I was getting more and more depressed, and I was ready to just end it.
My best friend. She means the world to me. And she has a hard time sometimes. Okay, a lot of the time.
For several years now, I've been battling with depression and anxiety and self-harm, and they've always been there for me. They don't know who I am, they don't know I exist, but they still have always been there for me, and I know that they love me.
Before I could, my mom, she sent me to the hospital to get help, and on my way to the hospital, I was riding in the back of a cop car because that's what they have to do, and I fell asleep, but as soon as I woke up, like still in the back of the cop car. As soon as I woke up, the first thing I hear was Story of My Life on the radio.
They saved me in so many different ways. They helped me stop cutting.
I showed her One Direction when, you know, I wasn't like a huge fan of them at that point, but I did like their music. I liked it a lot. And so I showed her a couple of songs, and she started listening to them more, and just...
I was like, this has to mean something, because it was like right after they released it and I hadn't even heard it. Just like a few lyrics my friend had sung, because I just hadn't gotten time to listen to any of their like music. And I heard it and I was like, this is it. And I heard Louie's voice and I was so happy. And that kind of brightened up the situation a little bit.
You guys are such an inspiration to me, because if it weren't for you guys, I probably wouldn't have stopped cutting myself.
I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for those boys, because on August 2nd, I lost the closest person to me in this world, which was my auntie, and I lost her 2 days before my birthday, before my 14th birthday, before I was supposed to graduate, but she kind of missed it. It was kind of sad, but these boys are the reasons why I made it through that, is why I'm here right now.
I spent 2 weeks in the hospital, and somehow every time we went down to the gym, we were allowed to listen to the radio. Somehow every time we turned on the radio, that song was playing. And I knew that at that time that it meant something. Like, I knew out of everything bad, One Direction, there's no way they could let me down. And I would say they saved my life, and if I ever met them, I wouldn't necessarily like freak out. I would just tell them within those few seconds that I get to like take a picture with them, tell them how much they mean to me and that they saved my life.
The change has been phenomenal. She's got so much more light, and she smiles so much more, and it's obvious that she's so much happier. And I can't thank them enough for doing that for my baby girl.
What is it that makes the girls go wild for Harry?
I don't really know, to be honest.
That amazing God.
I honestly don't care what anyone thinks about him. He is probably more romantic than any of us think, and he's probably not as perverted as what everyone thinks. He always tries to make a girl feel beautiful.
I can't really explain it, but I know that he's just really cute, and I love his high note, the way he dresses, his hair, his face, I guess, I don't know.
He's like an angel that fell from the sky. He is literally in my life. If he wasn't here, I don't really know where I'd be. I'm not sure.
I'm just gonna get to his hair first, because his hair is so goddamn amazing. Have you seen it? Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
So my favorite member of One Direction is Harry, because he's got this little energy to him that always makes everything fun.
His life, his passion, his inspiration to life.
You've helped me to learn to be nice to everyone. No matter what they're going through right now, no matter what they'll be going through in 3 years, no matter what they went through 3 years ago. I have learned because of you that everybody deserves to be treated with respect and to just be kind to everybody, no matter what.
I love his eyes, his smile, his hair. He's a nice, caring guy.
A lot to me. I'm not really sure how I could describe how much I love him and how much he means to me. It's just like, he's everything to me.
He's funny. He always knows how to cheer me up. He's like so amazing with the fans.
Like, he can do the smallest thing just right, and it's just amazing.
He can be cheeky, and his eyes are amazing, and his smile can light up a whole entire room.
If you are crying and like you're meeting him, he'll hug you. I always wanted a hug from him because it looks amazing.
Of all the videos I've seen of him meeting a bunch of fans, is he always makes that, because he knows that that moment right there for that girl or boy, doesn't matter, is probably the best moment of your life, and he makes it worth it. He makes each one important and different and special.
I just want to hug him and know him, text him. It would be really cool if I could text him when I need someone to talk to, you know? Like, it would be really cool.
I've heard he smells amazing.
When you go to their concerts, he always brings a certain energy. Not like the other boys don't, because they're awesome too. But there's this energy about Harry that he always has that's amazing, and you can't deny that he doesn't have it, because he does. And everyone in this fandom can see it.
Absolutely amazing, and there's just not enough words to describe him as a person.
He also like helps out a lot with stuff, and he always seems so happy. Like, he doesn't care what people think about him, and that's what I love most about him.
I never got to meet him. It's okay. It's just, it's sad, you know? Because he means everything to me, and all I ever want is just a hug from him.
And when he smiles, he can literally brighten the whole world with his smile. He could kill people with his smile. He's just wonderful.
I would die to meet him one day, or to even just go to a concert.
And the things that he does for other people to make them happy is just unbelievable.
I am madly in love with Harry Edward Styles. He's the love of my life.
He doesn't see it as like just another fan. He sees it as a girl that loves him, and someone that he loves, and someone who helped him get there where he is.
I just want him to know that I love him so much, and he really helped me through some things that I couldn't get through myself.
I hope someday I can tell him how much he means to me. I won't be able to say it in words, but hopefully I can show him somehow, because he means everything.
The sass master himself.
Louis William Tomlinson.
I'm not gonna lie, the first few times I saw the One Direction, the first few months that I knew who One Direction was,
My favorite was definitely Louis.
I love his hair. I love guys with long hair, so.
My mom wonders where I got my sass from.
Probably just because he was outgoing and it was funny and it was like he didn't care. You know, like he didn't care what people thought of him. And he was just loud and obnoxious.
When I watched the video diaries in like 2012, he was always just making jokes or just like being himself and like just doing like crazy things like putting a trash cover on his head or like just pouring tea into a hat and then like being, oh god. It was really funny.
It's my sunshine. He's there for me when my friends aren't, or family.
You've helped me realize that even on my worst days, life can still be full of happiness and be bright and beautiful.
My favorite person from One Direction was Louis Tomlinson because the first time I saw him, I got drawn into his eyes. They're perfectly blue.
Louis, I love Louis so much. I don't know what I'd do without him in the world. He makes me happy and smile when I even see a video of him, if I even hear his voice.
He's like so amazing and funny. On my worst days, he's the reason why I smile and laugh.
And ever since then, he's just done like anything he can, like make people laugh if their day is going bad, or he's just really nice to everybody.
This is where it gets deep. Without you, I would be nothing. I'd be in a grave. Sorry.
He's not afraid to like be himself or like go out of the society boundaries or anything like that. He's not afraid to be himself, and I think that's really awesome.
There's no words to describe how much I feel about him, how much I love him, how much he means to me.
I also love his tattoos. I want to be a tattoo artist when I'm older.
He gives me hope that things will get better.
His sense of humor. I love his sense of humor. And in the awkward moments, it's just
Louis mine.
And he's not afraid to of acting stupid or act being immature. He wants to be this little Peter Pan, and it's beautiful.
You've helped me so much with everything, and I'm so glad I found you guys a couple years ago.
I really honestly love his tattoos. That and his abs are perfect. I say they're better than Channing Tatum's. Most people don't agree with me.
Where should I start?
Niall just makes me happy. He's I don't know how to explain it.
Since the first day I saw Niall, I have loved him with all my heart. He is the one who makes me happy.
I felt like this little hole in my heart. I don't know if that makes sense. But for Niall, and it was just, I don't know.
And he's weird, which I love. He's so funny and he's so carefree, and he's so amazing. He's so kind-hearted. He's just so amazing.
He's perfect. He was perfect before braces, and then he looked absolutely adorable with braces. He's perfect without braces. Oh my gosh, he's just
It was just all the little imperfections were just really cute in him and his thing. I liked Niall before he started styling up his hair, and before he started working out, and before he got the braces. I mean, I honestly liked him for him.
How he sounds in his songs and stuff, it's beautiful voice.
And when I'm sad or mad, he makes me clam. I wish he didn't know how beautiful he is, because he is the beautifulest person on this earth.
And it tore my heart when people started telling him he was ugly and how he needed to get his teeth fixed, and that just really honestly broke my heart.
I feel like if you had like a visual dictionary, his picture would be the definition of perfect.
His voice is my favorite. He's enjoyed, and I can explain it.
And you have not lived life unless you have seen his Irish jig. Or in Better Than Words, when he does the, you know what I'm talking about.
I saw him at the concert and he looked really, really happy. When he played his guitar and being around the boys, he looked really happy. The boy saves my life, what can I say?
Dear Niall, I know you have seen 1 million other girls around the world that are prettier, smarter, older, but I will always love you.
I love everything about him. I love his smile, his hair, his facial expressions, his accent.
He's so cute, and he's so sweet, and I love him so much. He's so sweet. Just some of the things that he says, and how he loves for the heart, and just everything, and how he just keeps hoping for his princess. I want so badly for him to find his princess.
He's have the most beautiful smile, and when I look into his eyes, it's like heaven.
I won't love you for your fame nor your money. I will always love your incredible personality and your great laugh.
You've helped me learn to laugh loud, be proud, and to be confident with myself. And you introduced me to 5 Seconds of Summer. So thanks for that.
Really, really funny. I love his laugh.
You mean the world to me, and the sad thing is, you don't know I exist.
And I am just so proud of how far he has gotten in the past 5 years, and I can't wait to continue being part of his journey and watching him grow as a human.
But know that there is a girl out there that loves you very much and will support you in any way.
And his personality is the most amazing I know. He's my everything, my world, my hero. He saved my life and made me believe in myself.
I got this for my birthday from my sister. And I have no clue how she can pull this off without me knowing. I seriously walked in her room thousands of times and I never saw any of these pictures. I was really shocked how I didn't see this.
I wish that I one day could tell him that how much I love him. I wish I could make him happy like he makes me happy.
Like, I would just talk random stuff about Niall. Then she'd get mad at me and start fighting me about who was more cute, Liam or Niall. I don't know why, but I'd always laugh at her every time she went, no, Liam's more cute. I'm like, yeah, of course, it's okay. Keep thinking that.
And, you know, being there because I really do love him and I want to support him as much as I can. And yeah, I can't really explain why I love him because I just do. He makes me happy.
I love Niall because of him, not because of he's in one direction. All because of him.
He's just really, really funny and cute. That's all I really have to say about Niall. I love him.
And yeah. I just really love him.
I know I probably won't be a princess, but I am your friend. Sincerely, Maria.
He's so great. He's so great. He deserves this princess.
I wish I was his princess and could make him happy. But when I is happy, I'm happy. So, yeah. I love him with all my heart. I don't have words enough to explain how much I love him. But I know that I love him with all my heart. And that's true. I love you now. I really love you.
How could you not love Liam Payne?
But Liam is like a big brother I've never had.
He is my absolute ray of sunshine.
He's just adorable, and he has such a kind heart, and you know, I feel like he's really underappreciated.
But I love Liam, and he just shows me that I can be proud of myself the way I am.
This is an adorable smile. He's so kind-hearted.
I think it's funny because all of us have our favorites, and a lot of us have somehow and sometimes managed to concoct this idea that we'd be perfect for them. And I mean, even though it's likely that it won't happen, it's still, you know, it makes you happy to, you know, hope for that.
Liam is my favorite because I feel like I feel so much like him.
His smile, you can't help but smile, you know, and
I mean, I don't know him personally. We might have the same birthday.
Just Liam gives me this feeling, you know, you know, these butterflies, and it's a great feeling.
How could you not love this boy?
I'm gonna do the 1, 2, 3 flick. Are you ready for this thing? I'm not circumcised.
I haven't got insurance.
I have school tomorrow and you're distracting me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. A woman pulled my shirt and it came fully open. So I did it back up again, just carried on, you know, like a professional. I got there again, and it happened again. Ah, sure, I mean, top of the morning to you there. I'm Niall Horn from Mullingar, and I love cheeseburgers and jelly baby.
Who's eating all the sandwiches?
Girl, what size would your boobs be? From Steph and Chris in Malta.
Well, judging by my eyebrows, mine would be quite huge.
Do you consider yourself a selfish person, Shirley Gerardo? No, I don't, but here's the breakdown. Hey, my cookies are here.
Like, excuse you.
And I just love how Liam is so protective over the boys and his girlfriends and his friends. And he inspires me a lot.
You've helped me to learn that it's okay to not be perfect. Because even with your flaws, you still are perfect. And there's gonna be people out there that love you no matter what you look like.
it's kind of like when you see your crush walking down the hall and he says hi. You know, nothing, it's obviously nothing special, it's just he said hi. But I get that feeling all the time when I see Liam doing something or see him in an interview or whatever it is.
I've always felt like I didn't belong. But then, when One Direction came out, Liam, Harry, now, Louis, Zayn all made me feel like I do matter. And that's why I love Liam. And the boys. So thank you.
But, I mean, it's still a great feeling. It really is. And I wouldn't change it for the world.
It was their What Makes You Beautiful song. The only reason I actually listened to it was because people kept saying they were better than Big Time Rush. That was when, like, Big Time Rush was, like, a big deal. But, I kinda, like, was starstruck, you know, like, internally freaking out, but, like, I don't know, I liked it, like, I actually thought Liam was attractive before I actually noticed Louis, so, but they're pretty freaking awesome.
I discovered One Direction 8th October 2011. I was at home at my friend, her name was Sarah, and yeah, that really saved my life, because if she didn't have shown me their first video diary, I wouldn't sit here now.
The first time I heard One Direction was actually in a gym class, surprisingly. I was a rusher, Big Time Rush. I was in love with them before One Direction. But I had actually heard of One Direction, and I didn't think any band could take Big Time Rush's place. I thought, you know, Big Time Rush were the world, and, you know, no boy band could come in and take their place, and, you know, I was gonna marry Kendall, and, you know, stuff I say with One Direction. But my friend actually came up to me in gym class. I had heard about them in 2010. I had never really heard, like, their X Factor songs or anything. So she came up to me when What Makes You Beautiful came out, and, she said, "Hey, listen to these guys." And I said, "Who are they?" And she's like, "It's One Direction." I said, "Oh yeah, I heard of them. They suck." Yeah, I did. And she goes, "No, they don't. Listen." So she gave me headphones, and I listened to What Makes You Beautiful, and now I'm a Directioner. That was the turning point for me. There's always a first time for everything, and that was a first time to the rest of my life. So
I was in cheerleading. We did a dance routine to One Thing, and I really liked the song. It was really catchy. I couldn't stop, like, thinking of it in my head. And I went home, I went on YouTube, and I looked up One Thing, and surely enough, it was One Direction. And I fell in love with them. I wrote them all over my binder. I got so many posters, and I just love them.
I was at home. It sounds really lame, but I was at home watching Jelena videos for whatever reason, and in the suggestions under the YouTube video was a video on why we love Harry Styles, so I clicked on it. And I was like, who is this guy? And it said he was in the band One Direction. So I googled One Direction and found out that they sang What Makes You Beautiful, which I was obsessed with at the time. So I was like, this band is not so bad. So I started looking into it, and, like, I don't know, I got really obsessed really quick.
I was 9, and I was in the car. I was in town, obviously, but, and What Makes You Beautiful had came on the radio, and I was like, this is kind of nice. I like this. And so when I got home, I got to my mother's laptop, and I looked up One Direction, because it says the name of the people. And I watched their X Factor stuff. Their episodes, and I had already seen 1 or 2 episodes on TV, but I was like, oh yeah, I know who these people are, and thought they were pretty cute. And that's when the laptop burnt a hole in my legs from watching One Direction videos all day.
I still remember the very first time I heard that song on the radio, and my heart seriously was like, oh my god, these people think I'm beautiful, this is so great. It was so good. I was in love.
The first time I heard about One Direction when I was third in high school because my classmates kept playing their songs and I became a fan at the time. I love their songs, really great, really meaningful, awesome, especially the combination of their voices.
When I first noticed the boys was 4 years ago when they made the video What Makes You Beautiful. When I saw that, I fell in love. I've been a fan ever since then.
I believe it was in the middle of 2012 and my sister was listening to them. She was like, hey, come on in here, I want to show you these guys. And she showed me like all the videos of the X Factor. And then I went and watched them by myself. And I was like, oh, these are really cool. I mean, like, they kind of sounded like, oh, they're just like another boy band or whatever, you know? But they weren't, because then I ended up listening to Up All Night in the car. And then she had us listen to them in the car, the Up All Night CD. And I started listening to them and being like, oh, this band is really cool. They didn't sound like anything I was listening to at the time, because at the time I was listening to like Christian music all the time because I couldn't listen to anything else. But I heard them and I was like, oh, this is really cool. And then so I started listening to them on Up All Night. And then I bought Up All Night, and then I cried in moments, and the rest is history.
I found One Direction when I was about 7 or 8 by What Makes You Beautiful on YouTube. And I didn't know who they were, so I just clicked on it, and I fell in love with the song.
The first time I heard One Direction was the end of my 3rd grade year. And I was doing my homework, and I'm pretty sure I was doing homework anyway. But I remember I was watching House of Anubis on Nickelodeon, and the commercials came on. And I remember, like, all of a sudden, a music video came on. And so I put down my homework aside, and I watched it, which was the What Makes You Beautiful video. And I was, like, instantly, like, attracted. I rewinded it, seen what the name of the song was, and of what the name of the band was, and I went on YouTube and I watched every single video. And I remember getting Harry and Liam confused, but I remember I was like in love with that band. That was the moment I knew like my whole social life was gonna go downhill.
When I was younger and I first heard about them, the first thing I typed in, my dumb self typed in One Direction funny moment. If you did not become a Directioner because you looked up One Direction funny moments on YouTube, I don't know how you became a Directioner. Most Directioners would say that they looked that up, and that's why they became Directioners.
I just want to pinch his cheeks. Oh, so cute. Oh, so cute. You're gonna get so freaked out if I did that. He'd be like, what are you doing? Oh, look how hairy. He's so tall. Oh my god. Are you okay?
So yeah, the first time that I heard them, it was like an instant click. I wanted to know everything there was to know about them, and I basically do. The only thing I don't know is their phone numbers, but I'm working on it.
I love them so much. You don't even understand. Like, I spend hours stalking them and saving all of their pictures, watching videos in their video diaries over and over again for hours and hours every single day of my life, but let's pretend like I don't do that.
This is a tutorial, not even a tutorial. Yep. This is how to draw Louis Thompson. I'm gonna show you which picture I'm gonna draw. Keep in mind, I'm no artist, nor will I ever be. Oh, we're gonna get started on his head. fun.
Really nice to meet you guys. I'm a huge fan. Cute as a button, every single one of you. First scene, I'm talking massive dance number. I'm thinking 100 dancers.
Like a chance.
Dude, don't break my house. That's him as baby. No! Cupcake face! Yes! No, oh my gosh, I started this. Oh my gosh!
You know, I'm not an artist, like I said like 3,000 times in this video. But this is pretty good for someone who doesn't draw at all.
And you know what? I dedicate all my free time to them. Even at school, I'm singing songs, humming them in class, walking through the hallways thinking, I wonder what Harry's doing right now.
They are my world. Like honestly, they are the reason why my world turns. They are my universe, they are my stars, they are my sun, they are my moon.
We are a family every single day with lots and lots of problems, and we probably need therapy, but you know.
One, two, three. Her kiss is like cream, her walk is so mean, and every jaw drops when she's in those jeans. Alright, alright.
So your friend's been telling me you've been sleeping with my sweater, and that you can't stop missing me. But my friend's been telling you I'm not doing much better, 'cause I'm missing half of me. And being here without you is like I'm waking up to tongue-tied over 3 words. Cursed, running over thoughts to make her feed her. Body's intertwined with her lips. Now she's swinging so low since she went solo, holding the middle of my heart like a polo. And it's no joke to me. So can we do it all over again? 'Cause we're on fire, we're on fire, we're on fire now. We're on fire, we're on fire, we're on fire now.
Why don't we take some time? Why don't we take just a little more time? Why don't we make it right? Girl, I don't wanna say goodbye. Basically, they're always thanking us for being there for them. And it's time for us to thank them. So,
thank you, One Direction. Thank you, One Direction.
Thank you, One Direction.
Thank you, One Direction.
Thank you just for saving so many lives.
I love you, One Direction, and thank you for everything.
Thank you, One Direction, for everything you've done. I love you.
You gave us so much.
amazing memories. I will never forget them.
These boys saved my life. There's so much bullying and everything. So many times I've wanted to hurt myself, and I just thought about them. So I'll always be here, and I always have. I love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, boys, Harry, Louie, Nahel, Liam, and Zane, for leading me to where I belong in this fandom with the people who are the most crazy, nice, amazing, and again, crazy people I have ever been a part of. And I feel so fortunate and honored to be a part of it.
They tell me, or they tell us, to never stop believing in yourself, that you're all beautiful, and just don't care what people think about you, that no matter what you look like, people still love you for what you look like. And they help me with that. They stop me from doing bad things to myself. And I will thank them. I thank them for that, and hopefully one day I can thank them in person, hoping.
And thank you for giving us the family you have given us that we never had before. You gave us sisters and brothers that love us, each other. We'll always be a family, no matter what's happened.
Just want to say thank you for being around and always loving your fans and being generous. And I can't wait till you come back in 2017. Love you.
It's just thank you for being there for me, you know, and I think all of us would want to say that. Just thank you, you know, and that we will always be here for them, just as they've been there for us.
For changing my life, I will never forget what you have done for me. Thank you so much. I love you guys.
For everything you have done. I love you guys.
I just want to thank them, you know. I want to thank them for sticking with being a band. I want to thank them for continuing on with it. I want to thank them for all the great friends that I've met because of One Direction. And I want to thank them for giving me hope. I just want to thank them in general for a living. Like, whoa.
Want to thank them for, you know, being them.
You. I am pursuing my dream of becoming a wedding planner. So thank you for helping me with that, and thank you to each of you for everything that you've done and helped me with. I love you all so much.
Thank you for everything you have done. Thank you for giving me a family inside of a fandom. I couldn't thank you enough. Thank you for saving my life. Thank you for everything. I love you.
We made the break, and we promised to be here when you come back. So don't worry. We will be here. And never forget this. We'll all love you no matter what.
I can't have any this video any longer, but I love you so much, and you need to come to Iceland soon because we've been waiting so long.
Well, you guys are here to have a good time, and so are we. So let's do it. This is Midnight Memories.
I went to a concert with my best friend and we had the best time of our life. And she saw Liam and I saw Niall and we freaked out. And when I was there, these girls behind us were talking to us and saying how cool our outfits were because we tie-dyed shirts and I wore my Ireland cape I have. Seriously, a cape, it's really cool. But we were talking and socializing and they're like, we are going to be best friends and stuff. And I'm like, this is really cool. How did I not know these people existed? And we covered the car we drove in paint and said Niall, Louie, Liam, Harry, and put on the road again tour on the side of it. And put red and white dots all over and put 1D in one direction this way and had arrows pointing to the front of the car. And every time we passed this car that was going to one direction, they waved and smiled and had fun. This girl put up a pillow, and this other girl put up a CD and stuff. It was the coolest thing ever.
I went first in I think 2013, and it was like, they rock so little. I miss it. But yeah, I went first July 6th, 2013, and at that point I wasn't really like a massive fan. My cousin invited me, so I was like, oh okay, like yeah, let's go. And then I got to the part where the lights went down and my heart just started racing and it seemed as though everything stopped when we came out. It was just absolutely insane. They sang little things and it was just one of those moments where I sat there and I was like, holy shit, I love them. Like, that's when I realized like what they meant to me, how much they could help, something like that. It was just a realization moment, like.
My concert experience. The first concert I went to for One Direction was, sometime last year in like, I think, September? Maybe August? I don't remember. But it was the, Gillette Stadium. I went with a friend. To say I was like happy would be an understatement. I could not speak. I was screaming so bad. I was so happy. And I cried when I heard that Niall wrote Where Do Broken Hearts Go. I cried the whole freaking time he sang that. Or they sang that. I'm just like, couldn't even. It was just too much. Just too much. And like Louis was just so perfect up there on the screen, and so I just couldn't even. I was done. I gave up on life. I was crying. I just couldn't even. It was just too overwhelming.
I got to see them live in concert for the first time, July 26th, 2015 in Minneapolis. I never experienced something like that. I felt so much joy. I cried as soon as I walked into the stadium, because I knew they were there, and yet I didn't get to meet the boys personally, but I did get to see them sing, and they sound amazing.
I went to a concert last year. I was very fortunate. I know a lot of people don't get to. I'm not trying to brag. But when I was there, it felt like I was home. I was surrounded by my brothers and my sisters, and those 5 were up on stage. There's no better feeling.
But I had met some pretty cool people. There were a bunch of girls in line that I made friends with. There were girls who were like, you know, if you love Harry, sign my shirt. And it was so great that they all loved my poster. My poster said, Harry, slip and fall into my arms, because he recently had just been slipping and falling all the time. So I wrote Harry, slip and fall into my arms, which was a really cool, and it was glow in the dark. I was kind of upset because they didn't end up seeing it, and then it got wet because it rained and stuff. It was so unrealistic. It was realistic, but it felt so unrealistic because I'm so used to seeing them in like videos on YouTube and stuff, and music videos and posters and stuff, but then when you see them live, it's like you don't even know that they're there. Like, they're there, but it's like you know, it's almost like a dream, kind of, because because you're so used to seeing them, you know, taped to your wall or in the Drag Me Down music video or, you know, whatever. It's a strange feeling, you know, to go there and be like, oh my God, Louis is standing right in front of me, and oh my God, there's Harry. Harry waved at me. He doesn't know I exist and stuff, but it was at me. I'm sure everyone at my row said that, but it wasn't me. He was mine.
My first concert experience was absolutely breathtaking. I was pretty close to the catwalk, and I could literally see them. They were like a few meters in front of me, and as soon as they came out onto the stage, I literally stopped breathing. Like, I could not breathe. I just could not believe that they were real. Like, I knew that they were actual people, but it's so breathtaking. I know I keep saying that, but it's so breathtaking seeing them in actual person, and it was absolutely great. I would want to relive that moment, that day, those few hours every single day of my life, because that was absolutely great. It was my favorite day. Just seeing them there, and oh my God, it was amazing. Absolutely amazing.
My first concert was August 29th, 2014. It was actually my first concert ever in general, and I was so happy that it got to be a One Direction concert. Like, we got our seats moved last minute to, like, because we had, like, seats, like, way up at the top, so where, like, we almost wouldn't be able to see anything. And then last minute, like, as we're getting out of the car, her mom, my friend's mom, goes, oh yeah, by the way, I traded the tickets that we had and got better seats. Like, before the concert, I was Nile as fuck. Like, you didn't even understand. And then, like, cause my banner on Facebook is the picture of us with the cutouts, and I'm like hanging up all on the Nile one. When we left that concert, it was Liam's birthday concert. We left, and I had, bam, whoops, look at that. I just stumbled into Nile land, or Liam land over here, look at that. And now I'm Liam as fuck.
We get in the concert, and 5 Seconds of Summer opens, and I'm like, who are these boys? They're really cool. And then they get in that moment where, like, hey, the opening act's about to come on, the main act is about to come on, and I got really excited, and I started screaming, and my voice was awful the next day. It was bad. I felt like it was very hoarse. Anyway, so the concert was amazing. The songs were so good. It was so loud in there. I sang along to every song. Even knew a few songs I didn't know. I didn't know about Teenage Dirtbag. I was kind of a new fan. But I had to go to the bathroom during that, so I did that. So it was a really, really, really nice concert. It was really loud when I started asking the crowd to scream, and then with the Twitter questions, they sounded like they were on helium. Just screaming so loud. It was just really fun. I had a really nice time.
I went to when you came out here in New Orleans, and like, I just want to say, that was the best night ever. I've never experienced a concert like that before. The songs and like your opening act, I was like, that's One Direction. I'm looking right at him. I'm just looking at my mom. She's like, that's him. I was like, oh my god, you guys.
We go to the rest stop, and we see 2 tour buses and 4 boys walking around, and we pretty much knew it was Liam, Zane, Harry, and Niall, and we were like, where's Louis? They were like 500 feet away from us, like extremely, extremely close. We could have went over there, but we were shocked, honestly. We didn't think we'd actually see them. we just, following the tour bus, were like, hey, let's go follow One Direction because we love One Direction. But we didn't actually think we'd meet up with them. So we go to the bathroom, and my sister sees this, like, guy outside the bathroom, in the men's bathroom, and I thought it was, like, a custodian guy or something. It turned out it was the bouncer, like the bodyguard for Louis. So our girls do our business, and my dad calls out to us, girls, come out here. You need to come out here. And
stuff, and it's a blast. It's always a blast to go to their shows. Don't know why, it's always a blast. It's the greatest thing, and it's always so upsetting when it's over. I was in tears when it was over because I didn't want to go home, and I had nobody to comfort me, except for my parents, but they were already back, they were out waiting for me, and I had met girls on my walk back to my car, and, they were jealous that I was in row 2, and I'm like, well, maybe next time you can be in row 2 and stuff. They're quite expensive tickets, but it's totally worth it. Wherever you sit, I think the boys make it worth it. Wherever you sit, I've just been lucky enough to see it twice really close. But I think no matter where you sit, the boys are that good to just make you feel so special no matter where you're sitting, even if you're up to where they look like little ants. They're still quite special, and they make you feel special, and the concert just makes you feel like you're with millions of your sisters. I mean, we're basically sisters, and it's just something that I think only our boys could do.
And I remember wanting to go to the Up All Night tour and Take Me Home tour, and then they finally came to Louisiana, and I was so psyched. I remember I went and I made all these friends, and it was just a blast. I sang along to all the songs, and that's how I found out who 5 Seconds of Summer were. And I think it was just overall a great experience. And I mean, I went to school the next day, and like I screamed so loud and I was singing so loud that I literally, like, my voice was almost gone.
My first concert was in Pittsburgh last year. And I went with a group of friends. Actually, it was a birthday present. Awesome birthday present. Thank you. But it was pretty crazy. I'll admit it, like, I bawled when they came out on stage. Like, they weren't even talking or anything, and I cried.
My concert experience was probably amazing. I loved seeing them. They were probably the best in concert. I mean, I've heard other people, but to me, they are the best live, and nobody can tell me they are or they are not. That's their opinion, but to me, they are amazing.
So we all see Louis there. It was very natural. Like, he didn't have any spikiness in his hair or anything. It was completely natural. Just looked like your everyday next door boy. He's better than that. Anyway. So, yeah, Louis was standing there, and we asked to get a picture, and his bodyguard's like, no, we gotta go. And Louis, sweet Louis, he says, okay, we can take a picture, and we literally got to talk to him for like 12 seconds, but I wouldn't change it for the world. It was nuts. So this is the picture. My finger's on Louis right here. I'm the girl in the One Direction shirt. The girl in the leopard shirt is my sister's friend, Emily, and the girl in the red tank top is Courtney, my sister. And I hope you enjoyed. And this is a real photo, just so you know. This isn't fake. That's Louis right there, looking all natural.
You sing it. if I let you know my feelings for you. Maybe you love yourself like you say. So just let these little things slip all on my mind. 'Cause it's you, oh it's you, it's you that I truly love you. Finish the song!
It's inevitable, everything that's good comes to an end. It's impossible to know if after you we've kept our promises. Yeah, we know you're saying you're returning, but you can't blame us for our worry. The way we've been, we really just want to apologize. Hey Louie, oh, we don't ever wanna say goodbye. Hey Niall, oh, even if it's over, we'll stay by your side. Hey Liam, if tomorrow you say goodbye, can you sing to us one last time? Oh, please don't say goodbye. Unforgettable moments, you took the whole world by surprise. Unexplainable things that only we can understand. Yeah, we know there's nothing we can do to stop you if you don't come back after the year has ended. Our hearts are really breaking. Harry, please pull out the knife. Hey Niall, oh, we don't ever wanna say goodbye. Hey Louie, oh, you may not know it, but you saved our lives. Hey Harry, if tomorrow you say goodbye, can you hit us for us one last time? Oh, please don't say goodbye. Oh, please don't make us cry. Want the smile on your face just to keep us at the places we've been and nights we've had. Because if this is it, then we wanna end it right. Oh, we really hope you come back to our lives. Hey 1D, oh, even if it's over, you'll stay in our lives. Hey 1D, if tomorrow you say goodbye, can you feed us for us one last time? Oh, 1D, don't say goodbye. Oh, we'll always love you, alright. No, we refuse to say goodbye.
question. 3 years ago, you stole my heart, and even though it doesn't really exist anymore, I've definitely got a case of the Stockholm Syndrome.
I wish I could tell you why I love you so much, but I can't. I can never find the words to explain what you mean to me. Frankly, I feel you're better than words.
All you do is singing, yet I find everything about you completely irresistible. None, I'm wrong. You do more than this.
Your voices are just one thing, but there's so many little things I love about you.
Like how the green heart is only half heart as big as you combined. The love you have for us, your fans, is not an illusion or fool's gold.
Whether it's for Olivia, Diana, George, or Rose, or the girl in the little black dress.
You somehow have just the right amount of love each of us needs. I'm sure even the fan you'll never get the chance to meet still feels like the girl almighty because you're in her life.
You learned to stand up for yourself because you made us strong.
She's not afraid of the world anymore because you've taken her to another world where she's fireproof. We all are.
You're more than a temporary fix for right now. You're for infinity.
Nobody compares to the four of you, or Zane. We're still beside him. Does he know?
Hey and you, we're still here. Can you change your ticket and come back? Or why don't we go there? Come on, back to us. We loved you first.
We just miss you, we always will. But all we can ask for is for you to live happily, and that's what you're doing, so we'll be okay.
Just don't forget where you belong, okay?
That's the other thing we love about you boys. All of the saints leaving and the little white lies get spread about you. You're still here and to make history.
That's because they don't know about us. It's a teamwork between you and I.
This fandom is made of wolves who protect their pack.
We are ready to run the long way down through the dark to save you tonight and even every night.
We've really got no control and will always protect you one way or another.
If this is confusing, it's because your song titles are not easy to fit together in a way that makes sense.
I want to write you a song or two. And that will fit better together because this is hard.
Bear with me. Or us. All of us fans together. Doesn't matter.
If you ever get trapped in the clouds, I will come back and get you.
If I could fly anyway. But then I'd need someone else to drag me down. Again, because I'm petrified of heights.
I'd have a heart attack if I was up that high, so I guess I should have kissed you before that happens.
Man, I really hope to kiss you someday. My boyfriend said, don't see my girl. I guess he doesn't know I want you to rock me in the AM, PM, all the time.
Even just a summer love would be okay with me. You would even be my last first kiss. Oh, what a feeling that would be.
Then you could tell me a lie about why you had to go home.
And at the end of the day, I'd make the same mistakes over again.
Although, where do broken hearts go? Because after a while, I'd be too scared to come back for you, knowing I'd be alone again. Walking in the wind by myself. Although, it would take 18, 19, 20 times before I even thought about that.
The whole point of this is we'll never stop loving you, no matter what. After 5 years, you're still the one band we are truly madly, deeply in love with. So why would we?
There's just something great about you we can't describe. It's magic, it's perfect, it's once-in-a-lifetime feeling that started with Best Song Ever.
Actually, it started before that, but you get the point.
You make us live our young. You make us feel alive. You fill the spaces in our broken hearts.
I never have to act my age with you because you make us feel forever young. If I had to rewrite the story of my life, I wouldn't change my mind. It's gotta be you.
We, or I, will always choose to stay up all night and make midnight memories because those are the moments that we've grown to love. Even when the year, the day, the world, or the night changes,
we will always choose you because we don't remember our lives without you, and frankly, we don't want to know our lives without you ever again.
You saved my life. You're just so special. So, you.
That's what makes you beautiful.
And I'm never going anywhere, and I will promise.
But there is one song left, so love you. Goodbye. But I'm still here. I promise.
I promise.
We promise.
We promise.
We promise. Toodaloo.